Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new for another collective reading. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. We will see if this is going to be a what's coming towards you reading or if it's going to be an energy reading. Usually when I do two readings in a day, the second one always kind of turns out to be an energy reading. But we're going to see what wants to come out for you. Going to get started with the tarot tonight. Just see what pops out. I hope everybody is doing well. If you're new here, first of all, thank you for being here. Second of all, please subscribe to the channel if you like. And like, comment, and share. Going to see what's going on in the collective energy for you guys tonight. Using the Forest deck. What messages are there? What can we see? All right, bottom of the deck, we've got the Queen of Cups reversed. It's an energy of somebody really being stuck in their emotions. But we'll see. We'll see how it factors into what else comes out for you guys. Two cards coming out. We've got the World in reverse, and we've got the Five of Swords. All right, so this seems to be some kind of a cycle that hasn't ended yet. There have been a lot of challenges, particularly challenges in communication. This could be a third-party energy for some of you, but we will clarify here in a little bit. Let's get one more, or two more. We've got the Death card coming out, Scorpio energy. And we've got the Seven of Cups reversed. So basically, it's what I'm feeling here is a cycle that has not ended. And I felt this a lot lately, even in personal readings with you guys. This energy of a lot of you seem to be kind of right in the middle of a cycle, or maybe coming towards the end of a cycle, but you can tell that things have not quite wrapped up yet, if that makes sense. Bottom of the deck right now, we've got the Three of Wands. This energy of kind of, where do I go from here? It's really an energy of waiting and watching, setting your intentions, trying to plan ahead, but maybe not having a clear direction here. So it's a cycle that hasn't ended. It's been a very, very challenging cycle for a lot of you, but guess what? We've got Scorpio energy here, the Death card. You guys are moving through a transformation here. Things are changing. I've been saying that a lot. The energy is changing. Following this, we have the Seven of Cups reversed. So what I'm really feeling here is that once you come through this transformation, once you actually stop fighting it, and you allow yourself to just kind of flow with it, and some of you, yeah, you might feel yourself gently nudged by the universe, or like the universe is pushing you down a flight of stairs, gently, gently. You're moving through a transition here, a transformation, a transitional period, and on the other side of this, there's not going to be any confusion. It's almost like, say you've been waiting for things for a really long time, certain things, or you've been in kind of an Ace of Swords reversed energy, where you just feel like no matter what you do, and no matter how much time has passed, it just seems like nothing is going the way you want it to. It's this feeling of being a failure. It's the opposite of victory and success. But could it be that once you pass through this transformation, everything is going to kind of make sense? And you will be able to see why things happened the way they did. All right? Going to grab a few more here. And then we are going to clarify some things. We've got the Eight of Swords here. We've got the Five of Cups. So really what I'm feeling here, it's almost a literal energy of being stuck in a cycle. Like this never-ending cycle that never seems to, Like there's no light at the end of the tunnel or whatever. A lot of you possibly stuck inside your own head, standing in your own way. For a lot of you, this Five of Swords energy has the Five of Cups attached to it. So, some kind of conflict here that maybe some of you, I don't know, do you feel guilty about something? Are you in regret about something? Take that as it resonates. And I do kind of feel like this is an energy reading more so than whatever's coming towards you reading. I think that this is your energy. We've got the King of Pentacles reversed on the bottom. Let's grab a couple more. We've got the Hanged Man in reverse falling under the Death card. And we've got the High Priestess, Pisces energy, falling under the Seven of Cups reverse. So yeah, once you come through this transformation, whatever it is you're dealing with, whatever it is, whatever weird or painful events that you are going through in your life right now, you're passing through it. You're not going to be confused anymore because a lot of things are going to be revealed to you. All right? The High Priestess, you guys, this is things that are hidden. And it also tells you not everything is as it seems. So you might have been dealing with a lot of things that you have perceived as being absolutely horrible events happening in your lives. You know, tower event after tower event. But what if it's not as it seems? What if there is like a very good reason for the things that you have been going through? A lot of you, yes, you've been feeling like you've been in limbo, just kind of been floating, suspended. This is falling under the Death card. So in limbo, because you're going through a transition, a transformation, but you don't know when this transformation is finally going to end, when you are finally going to emerge from the cocoon as a new little butterfly, no longer a caterpillar, almost said larvae, no longer a caterpillar, you're transforming into a butterfly. But it's like, what do I do until then? You know, how long am I gonna be suspended here in limbo before this shit finally starts to make sense to me? All right. I do want to clarify the High Priestess here. Bottom of the deck right now, we've got the Three of Pentacles. This is an energy of building something. It's an energy of teamwork. So yeah, a lot of you guys here in the future, part of this transformation might be you running smack into your soulmate, or, you know, a love connection. You run right into this person and you decide to build something, and you look back and you're like, well, shit, everything kind of makes sense now. And looking back, it kind of makes sense why I had to go through these things that I did, why I had to deal with these people that I did, why this happened, why that happened, because it has forced me into alignment. Does that make sense? Why? Show me this Five of Cups. Why the Five of Cups? Ten of Pentacles. Show me the Five of Swords. Knight of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit in reverse, Virgo energy. What's interesting here is that for some of you, and this won't be for everybody, but what I'm feeling here with this Ten of Pentacles is it's almost like you feel guilty. You feel guilty for just kind of being yourself. Does that make sense? Whether you have like abundance or not, you know, it's like you know who you are, but sometimes it's almost like you feel guilty for being who you are, for being this Ten of Pentacles. Show me one more on the Five of Cups. Nine of Wands. Yeah, it really is. It's creating an energy here of basically somebody who is blocking themselves from really being themselves because there's this weird guilt feeling, or like somebody feeling ashamed of just being who they are. Maybe some of you have been through periods where I don't know, you were dealing with people who just didn't accept you. And so now, you know, this Knight of Cups, Give me one more on that Five of Swords. We've got the Knight of Cups clarifying the Five of Swords. Why the Five of Swords? Ace of Wands. It's challenges. Well, it's challenges around love. Let me see this Knight of Cups. Justice reversed. Yeah, a lot of you have just had. It's almost like you feel this in unstable when it comes to love and relationships, or you feel like things have happened to you that have put you in a very unstable energy. Like you've been through shitty relationships, you've been through relationships that you saw as these beautiful new opportunities, and they turned out not to be. It's like you've had to fight through really painful cycles in love for a lot of you. And for a lot of you, in that same vein, you afraid or feeling ashamed for some reason for being who you are. Does that make sense for you? And in any case, it's put you in this Eight of Swords energy. We've got Temperance in reverse on the bottom. Just this feeling of being out of balance. Did you let another person or a partner throw you off balance? Or maybe for some of you, and I'm feeling this with the Knight of Cups, maybe for some of you, you were giving so much of yourself to somebody who wasn't giving anything back. And, you were giving so much to this person that you weren't giving yourself anything, and you weren't getting anything from them. Does that make sense for you? Blink 3 times, please. Show me this High Priestess. 10 of Swords reversed. One more. Tower reversed. There has been a tower here. Some of you are going through the tower right now, like I said, but it is a transition. We've got the Seven of Wands in reverse on the bottom. There is this transitional period that you are in right now, in the middle of a cycle. Possibly coming towards the end of a tower moment. You're getting to kind of the bottom floor of that tower. And we've got the Ten of Swords reversed, clarifying the High Priestess. So like I said, what is being revealed to you after you move through this transition? I said for some of you, after you move through this transition, you could run smack into a soulmate. Okay? And I feel like for a lot of you that are dealing with somebody from the past, what is being hidden here by the High Priestess is that the fact that there is actually going to be a redoing with somebody from your past. Undoing and ending. Okay? That Ten of Swords reversed has come out the last several readings for you guys. What is the purpose, though, like the main lesson of this transition? We've got the Lovers in reverse. Really, it is, as cliche as it sounds, part of this lesson is learning how to love yourself. Learning how to love yourself. Death. Show me Death card, please. Queen of Cups. This is having love for yourself. Having love for yourself. Sometimes, like when I get the Lovers in reverse, it's a feeling of inner love. And you hear it all the time, and as much as it pisses you off, it pisses me off too, but it's kind of true. The whole thing of, before you can love another, you must first love yourself, or whatever. Or before anybody else is good. No, it doesn't make any sense. Before you can love somebody else, you have to, you know what I mean? Self-love, all right? Loving yourself, accepting yourself, whether somebody else accepts you or not. All right? But don't ever feel regret or shame for being who or what you are. Okay? Grab some oracles here. Just see what comes out. How can you love? Before you can love, you know what I mean. It's about self-love. Is there anything that we can see from this deck, please, guys? We've got co-create and we've got yang. So this is divine masculine energy in yang. Co-create is definitely Three of Pentacles energy. Maybe for some of you, getting ready to possibly create something with a divine masculine. Take that as it resonates whenever you move through this transition. Number 40 could be symbolic for somebody. Gonna grab a couple cards from the Starseed deck. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. Like I say, a lot of people don't like the energy readings, but I feel called to just do them, you know, maybe once a week. Maybe, if only to kind of remind you that you are worth it. That everything, no matter how painful it is actually unfolding the way that it's meant to. That you are good enough. But it's really, for a lot of you, coming down to learning to love yourself, learning to accept yourself. What can we see from this deck, please? No. This deck is okay. What we got? We got Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. These cards don't like to shuffle just because of the way they're shaped. Weight of the world. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. It's not yours to carry. And this is really kind of giving an energy of people who inadvertently absorb other people's energies. I mean, obviously right now I'm kind of absorbing your energy, but I don't hold on to your energy. People who do, that causes a lot of issues because you start feeling emotions that aren't actually yours. I mentioned that in another reading. But yeah, let it go. It's not yours to carry. So again, feeling guilty or in regret or feeling shame around who you are, being yourself, let it go. That doesn't have to be your problem. And I've also said before, and it's stupid, but I say it anyway. What other people think about me is none of my business. And that is actually an important thing because it seems like this reading right now is all about self-love. And the fact that there have been tower moments in the collective. Some of you have been dealing with very painful events that have been going on for a really long time. Okay? And I guess I'm just called, what I'm feeling right now is like everything is going to be okay. And you could be really, really close to the end of this. So for those of you who have felt like giving up, and I've seen stuff like that, in the comments or whatever. I had one client who, I'm not going to mention his name, obviously, but he was on the brink of killing himself. And I felt like I had to kind of talk him down a little bit. Just because of the, the issues that he was dealing with, mostly in love. But it's not worth it, you know? It's funny though because he was in Hawaii at the time and he got like really high on mushrooms and had an adventure. But then when he came back from the adventure, he was talking about, oh, I should, I figured if this doesn't happen or whatever, I can just kill myself and meet my guides. No, no. I think he's doing okay now. Um, I think he's doing okay. If you're watching this, you know who you are. Send me an email so I know that you're okay. Grab one more from this day. So, the universe, as hard as it is to believe sometimes, the universe is never going to give you more than you can handle. You are good enough and you are perfectly equipped to handle whatever is happening in your life right now. I promise you. And again, some of you are, I feel, coming to the end of a cycle here. And maybe this transformation is almost complete. Let's take this one. The void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. That's kind of cool. And then activated earth. Power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. Trust where you're led. And that's kind of how you have to think about it when you're going through these dark nights of the soul. Is that, believe it or not, you are being led to a particular destination. But getting there isn't easy. But I promise you, it's going to be really fucking worth it. Okay? What you will get to a point, I promise you, where you will look back at everything that you are going through right now and realize, wow, that it was all worth it. Because look at what I have now. Look at where I am now. Look at what I fought through to get here. It was all worth it. Okay? I promise you, you guys are going to end up there. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here. I know some of you hate energy readings, but, it's whatever. It's whatever. Um, I've never watched Game of Thrones. I don't know how that's relevant, but it's actually true. I actually never have watched Game of Thrones. Um, anyway, thank you guys very much for being here. Thanks for coming to hang out with me. And I've got a few more personal readings tomorrow that I need to get to for some UK clients and I think a couple people in the US. Thank you for bearing with me when it comes to time constraints and being patient with me as I get through readings. That being said, if you would like to book a reading with me, you can book with me on tarotbyarcanon.com. My 30-minute personal readings are on sale for the month of May. And I also do 15-minute readings and hour readings. So, I think that's it for now. There's still no blog post on the website yet because I don't know what to write, but maybe I'll figure it out tomorrow. Thank you guys very much for being here. Sorry if you don't, jive with the energy reading thing, but I mean, at least we get to hang out, And those of you who are alone, we get to be alone together. So we get to be alone together. You can put different emphasis. We can be alone together. We can be alone together. Or we can be alone together, like that. Anyway, I will talk to you guys soon.